I've talked about this before. This isn't something new. This isn't a new phenomenon.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice, smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, watch it all the way through to the end, and click one of the links at the end of the video. If you're new, click the circle. If you're old, click the square, all right? Your boy's been doing great with the analytics. Please keep helping out by watching the videos all the way through and doing all of that stuff. All right. So let's talk about what COVID is doing to kids. And we've talked about this before, but we talked about this on my other channel. All right. There is a syndrome called MISC. All right. And this is an article from KFox 14 from Texas. El Paso doctor warns patients to look for signs of MISC in children who have COVID. Now, my question for you guys is, do you know what MISC is? Do you know what MISC means? MISC is something that manifests itself when kids have been infected with COVID. All right. An El Paso doctor is urging parents to have their kids wear a mask and wash their hands at school to prevent getting COVID, which in some cases can lead to a syndrome that can be deadly. All right. What parents can do is be very cautious with kids going back to school. Dr. Rini Swawala, a pediatric cardiologist at El Paso Children's Hospital, said 36 cases of COVID-19 were reported in El Paso, Yelselda, and Scorino independent school districts during the first week. The number has Swallow worried. The more kids get infected with COVID-19, the numbers are going to go up of the cases we get of MISC. All right. So pay attention to that. MISC. If you're a concerned parent, I need you to go and do some investigation on MISC because that's not something that you want your kids dealing with. All right. MISC is multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children, and it's common where different body parts can become inflamed, including the heart, lungs, kidneys, and brain. Now, you see where it says heart, lungs, kidneys, and brain? You remember when we did that video about the 14-year-old who ended up having psychosis? I believe what caused that psychosis was the MISC element of him being infected with COVID-19. Most of the time, MISC occurs between 2 and 4 weeks of getting COVID, Swala said. The median age of patients with MISC is only 9 years old. The syndrome forms after testing positive for COVID and often results in hospitalization or the need for intensive care. And if you remember, that young boy in California was in the hospital. Swallow said parents should pay extra attention to their kids once they get home from school and look for symptoms of MISC. So this is important. This is what you want to pay attention to. Symptoms include a rash, redness of eyes and lips, and rapid breathing. All right. The most striking and most common symptom they present with is high fever, higher than 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, lasting more than 24 hours. Should they always raise an alarm, Swallow said. KFox reached out to the city to see how many people in El Paso have this condition. We have not yet heard back, but the latest data from the CDC shows that there are 4,404 cases of MISC in the United States and 37 deaths from the syndrome. As of July 5th, 197 cases have been reported in the state of Texas. While this number may seem small, Swala said, with so much still unknown about this syndrome, it's important to catch it as early as you can. so far, we are still wanting to know what the long-term effect of this is going to be. Sawala said. Sawala said the best thing to do is get your kids tested for COVID-19. She said in some cases, MISC, parents did not know where their kids' symptoms were coming from because they were not aware that their child had COVID-19. All right. So my question is, what do y'all think about that? And have you ever heard of MISC? If you go to my other channels, Black Light Revelations 1 and 2, and you look at the COVID-19 playlist, I've talked about this before. This isn't something new. This isn't a new phenomenon. And you don't want to see this manifest in your kids. This is a late stage sign. This develops after your kids have had COVID. And again, you don't want to be dealing with them having swelling in their brain or any other organs. You notice that all the organs that this syndrome causes swelling in are vital organs: your brain, your heart, your kidneys. That's not something that kids need to be having swelling in. Adults don't even need to have that, let alone kids. So make sure that you are aware and watching for those symptoms. And if you see them, make sure you get your kid to the pediatrician as soon as possible. All right. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you come back to the channel. All right. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.